Well, I saw one of my friends, they did a video for the It Gets Better project. So I thought that I should do one too, about my coming out experience. Um, when I came out, it was all a bit rushed. Um, I decided to tell my group of friends at school, and I thought they'd keep it a secret. All of them did except one. She told everyone in the school, but it turned out everyone was nice about it anyway, except my brother's in the same school, and one of his friends found out, and he told my brother. And then one night my brother came into my room and asked me, was I gay? And I got really worried and panicked and didn't know what to say. So I just kind of denied it. But then it turns out he told my mum too, and she didn't really believe that it was a lie or a joke. And she seemed fine about it at first. But when my dad came back off a holiday he was on, she told him. I had no idea she was going to tell him, but because I'd asked her to promise not to tell him for now, until I decided to tell him myself. But she was picking me up from friends one night, and on our way home she told me that she told my dad. And well, he didn't take it so well. She told me that he was just disgusted and disappointed in me. And then straight after that, he must have told her that she couldn't be nice about it, so she was horrible about it too. And she told me I was disgusting and it wasn't normal. And it really did make me upset. I spent about 3 weeks of them barely talking to me. We're going out at about 7 o'clock in the morning just to get out of the house before they got up. And I'd come home after they'd gone to bed, because I just didn't want to face them so they could tell me more things about how I shouldn't be gay and all that. And it was just a phase and I'd grow out of it, which obviously it wasn't, because it's never just a phase. If you feel you're gay, then you're gay. You can't just grow out of it, no matter what your parents say. They just need to understand that. And I get that in their time it was a bit different from what it is now. But you read all these stories of kids committing suicide because no one accepts them for being gay. And you just gotta understand that it does get better. You just gotta hold on, because my life was just made miserable by my parents. And even my dad, he came in one day and said that he was too disgusted to tell his own brother. And it turns out his brother's son is gay as well, and he knew that all along. He was just trying to make me feel worse about myself. And well, after that, about 3 weeks of them not really talking to me, they said to me, oh, one night, oh, you've got to stop going out all the time and you've got to start eating tea as a family again. And I just said I don't really want to be honest, unless you're ready to accept what I am. And they didn't really accept it. I just spent like about a year and a half living in secret, really, not telling them about boyfriends or where I was going. I'd just say, oh, I'm going out with some friends, and just make up some random names, because they think it's a bit suspicious if I was going out with the same friends like every day. And well, I had about 3-4 boyfriends without them knowing about it. But then I started going out with another person recently, and I told my mum, who I was like hanging around with and that, and she suspected that one of the people were more than just my friends, because I was like with them every other day and that. And she just asked me on the phone one night, she said, "Are you and this person more than friends?" And I just said, I don't really want to talk about it now. I'll talk to you about it tomorrow when I get home. So I spoke to her about it, and she seemed really understanding, and she has grown to accept it more. And she talks to me about my boyfriend more now, and she's always asking how he is, and she talks to me about stuff more openly. But then she told my dad again, but I didn't know she told him. And then when she did, I noticed that he'd been really moody with me for like days. Every time I say hello to him, he'd just ignore me and not say hello back, or he'd just grunt or something. And then one night he was driving me to my boyfriend's house because we were going to a party, and he said, "Oh, your mum's told me about you and your boyfriend." And I just thought, oh my god, this is going to be so awkward. And he said, obviously it's going to take me a while to accept it, even though it'd been 2 years since he'd already known. I mean, how long can it take, seriously? And he said, obviously I don't know what gay people do and that, and I don't really want to know about it, but it was such an awkward conversation. It really annoyed me because he said that I'd said myself that it was just a phase I was going through and I'd grow out of it, and I had never ever ever said that. He'd said that to me, and I just felt like punching him in the face. And anyway, once I'd got there, my mum texted me and said, "Oh my god, I never knew your dad was going to talk to you about that. I'm so sorry. I would have told you that he knew otherwise, but I just didn't tell you because I didn't want you to think he was moody for that reason." So she was like trying to protect me from being hurt again, because I told her how she'd made me feel when it first came out. And, well, my dad got better a few days after, and he seems fine with me again now. He doesn't act moody or anything when he comes to pick me up from my boyfriend's house. He talks to me like normal, and he's just even nicer than he was before, really. She must have had a word with him or something, but I'm glad that it all got better. And yeah, well, the first person I actually told was my friend Zoe, and she was really understanding of it, and she'd helped me through everything. My friends had come out with me like 7 o'clock in the morning every day, just so I could stay away from my parents because I was really upset. But now everyone's understanding of it. Somehow my brother still doesn't know. He thinks it was a joke from 2 years ago, and he still hasn't found out, even though everyone, like where we live, knows I'm gay. He must just live in a hole or something. But yeah, I'm really glad that I did come out, and I'm really glad that it did all turn out okay in the end. And my life is so much happier now. But yeah, it does get better in the end. So just try and make your way through it, as horrible as it may be for some people. You've just got to carry on and don't take what people say to you. Just listen to the people that are supportive of you and just feel good about yourself, because it's what you are. You can't help it. You don't choose to be gay. It's just something that happens to you. I mean, I'm sure no one in the world would choose to be gay and go through all of the bullying and the people not accepting it and stuff like that. They'd be crazy to choose. But yeah, it does get better, and that's all I can think to say for now. So yeah, thanks for watching.